What'd you do today?
What did I do today?
Huh?
We went on a motorcycle ride.
You went on a motorcycle ride?
Yeah.
And what else did you do?
I woke up, had an apple for breakfast. It's very good.
And then where do we go on the motorcycle ride?
To a little shabby cider mill that was kind of redneck.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is October 5th, 2018. It is Friday. Miss Heather had the day off today, and it was our first day of no rain in 4 days.
Now I have to take my SAT tomorrow for the second time.
Yep, she's taking her SAT tomorrow.
Gotta tell them my scores versus Josh's scores.
Okay, so, yes, first of all, Josh, we just talked to him last night. He was down in New York City. He is living in New Jersey, working down there, and his girlfriend works in New York City, so they were a young couple, obviously partying a little bit in New York City. He took his SATs twice. So the first time he took them, he scored 1140, and the second time he took them, he got a 1280. So Heather, on her first attempt, got a 1270. Without a calculator, yes. So she's we'll see how she does tomorrow with her SATs. So a couple things. I went and talked to the neighbors that have the apple orchard, and they said, yep, come on down and get as many apples as you want. So I think tomorrow, while Heather is taking her SATs, I am going to be an apple picker, and I'm going to be picking a bunch of apples.
Probably do some video on it.
I could probably do the video on it. Yeah, I could take that with me. Picking a bunch of apples and getting that ready to do some more applesauce this year. We still have a couple jars left over from last year. We did give some away. Obviously, I like to do that too. But I had to limit Eddie, because if we give him applesauce, he would have had it all gone within 2 weeks. It would have been gone. So we had to really limit him on what he had as far as the applesauce went. But anyway, so that's the game plan for tomorrow. Is I'm going to go pick apples. So that will be, I don't know, I'm okay with that. But so anyhow, what you guys getting into? What's up, puppies? What's up, babies? What you doing, Caesar? Pandora? What you doing, baby girl? There she is. But anyway, so I had something. Okay, so I got to show you the leaves are all coming down too. So one of the things that I want to get done here, obviously before winter comes, I'm going to go ahead and probably leave that gutter up. Not that that one's not going to anywhere. That just goes off, but it just keeps the water off us walking into the house. So I may add some more supports to that, so we don't have any issues this year with that, hopefully. But because we did obviously last year, so I'll probably take the ones farther down off and use them up here. So we'll see. But I got to address that for sure before the snow gets here. So I saw today an article, and I actually had to laugh, because this is all you can come up with. Okay, so Mr. Trump's wife is over in Africa doing a safari, and she had basically what looked like a colonial safari hat on, basically. And so they were criticizing her because she was wearing what looked like a colonial style safari hat. I'm like, really? Really? With all the stuff that's going on in the world, that's what you're going to criticize? It absolutely amazes me, just the craziness of some of the stuff that goes on. It just is absolutely amazing to me. So, very interesting. But yes, so today, first day of no rain in the last 4 days, and so the puppies are feeling better, going nuts there on each other. But anyway, so yes, I thought that was quite interesting. So tomorrow, it looks like Judge Kavanaugh will be confirmed. They're doing the vote tomorrow, and it looks like they have the votes to do it now. And so, you know, of course, there was a walkout protest in Syracuse today, I saw, that Syracuse, New York, and people were protesting. And it is amazing to me. I mean, I've watched some of the testimony of it, and personally, I find her very unbelievable. A lot of her story does not coincide with what everybody else says. And this is just my take on it, guys. I mean, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? The only people that know 100% sure are Judge Kavanaugh and her. Those are the only two people that know 100% sure if something or something did not happen. Okay? So let's just make that very, very clear in the first place. Generally, people don't wait 36 years to all of a sudden say, oh, hey, wait a minute, this guy's going to be at the Supreme Court. Now I'm going to bring this up. I have an issue with that.
I was in her position, and someone that assaulted me was going to be elected to be one of the most powerful men in the country. I would want to say something too.
Right, but the thing is, he was also elected to the circuit court judge 12 years earlier. Why didn't she do it then? When that's a pretty powerful position as well, yes?
Trauma takes a long time to work through.
I don't think nothing happened to her. I think she's a liar. I mean, that's just my opinion. Everybody has the right to their opinion. Heather has the right to her opinion. But, you know, it's just, I didn't find her believable. There's too many inconsistencies. Her whole thing with, she has this fear of flying, but she travels all over the place on going here, there, and the other place on airplanes all the time. So that right there proves that she's lying about that, okay? You know, just, the other people that were at this party did not say that the same thing that she said. Her best friend did not say the same thing that she said. So her best friend was saying, I believe, that she never even thinks she ever saw Judge Kavanaugh at a party. So, you know, I mean, there's just too many inconsistencies, in my opinion. You know, I understand that trauma takes time to work through and stuff like that, but like I said, I just, my gut tells me this woman is a liar. That's my opinion. Please do not hammer me if you have a different opinion. You have the right to your opinion as well. If you think that she was truthful, that's great. But you know what? There was a body language expert. I watched a video on that. This woman's very smart. Don't get me wrong, okay? Very, very smart woman. So she has an agenda, and she's trying to push that agenda, you know? Maybe she writes a tell-all book after this, and oh, wow, movie of the week. You know what I mean? There's people always have something going on. They always have some kind of an agenda of why they do what they do. So, you know, be it money, fame, or whatever. You know, who knows? But I just, like I said, I did not find her believable. I don't think she was telling the truth. That's my opinion, and that's what I'm going to stick with. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that are victims of abuse that don't say anything, you know, till years and years and years later. And, you know, that it's something that you have to live with for the rest of your life. It never goes away, you know, and you have to deal with it, unfortunately. It's not a pleasant thing. So, you know, I'm not belittling people that are abused by any way, shape, or form. Never would, never will, okay, because it's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing that happens to people. But do I believe that this woman was abused? No, I do not. So, anyway, so I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. I'd like to hear your feedback. What do you guys think? I mean, because everybody's got an entitled, you know, is entitled to their own opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna hammer you if you think that it's the other way around. It's your choice. You can think whatever you want. But obviously, they haven't found any kind of evidence with this. So, you know, the confirmation is going to move forward tomorrow, and he will probably be confirmed, you know. So, they've put the guy through the ringer. You know, so the Democrats were hell-bent on making sure that he didn't, you know, get elected, but it didn't, you know, it didn't stop it from happening. So how about, and this is what I thought was interesting too, Chuck Schumer was saying, oh, this woman has the right to be heard and blah, 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 and all this type of stuff, but yet he was accused of an inappropriate relationship with, I believe, a secretary. Oh, but that's different, right? What about that? Why isn't, you know, why isn't that being brought up? So you know, it's a double standard, which I don't like the double standard. You know what? There are so many creatures that we have in our politics that is just, it's unbelievable. And you know, I'm going to say it right out here, and I'll say it right now. And I probably have mentioned this before. Okay, I have never voted. I have never registered to vote. I think the system is completely and 100% corrupt. Both parties are the same exact thing, okay? So it doesn't matter who you elect and who you put in there. They're going to look out for the rich friends, the special interest groups that got them elected, and they could care less about the average American citizen. That is my opinion also. And that's why I don't participate in politics. So I love it when people say, well, because you don't vote, you don't have any say-so. Well, if you think your vote makes a difference, keep thinking that. New York State will always go Democrat. It does every freaking time because of New York City, Long Island, Buffalo, Syracuse, and Rochester, New York. That's where your hub of the majority of the people are, and they're mostly Democrats. The entire rest of the state always is more Republican leaning, more conservative. It's just the way it is. I mean, you know, we live in a crazy world, folks, and everybody's got an opinion, and everybody thinks that, you know, that their opinion is the only one and the only one that matters. Like I said, you can do whatever you want, and I respect everybody's right to do whatever they want. But I find politics disgusting. I find politicians disgusting. You know, what they do, what they get away with, you know, and what goes on behind closed doors and special deals that are made and all kinds of stuff. So it happens all the time. But anyway, so I'm just, you know, let me kick this up here real quick. I'll show you the sky. Very overcast today. But what are you going to do? It's not raining, so that's a good thing. All right, so I definitely want to hear your feedback on the topics today, what you guys think. I did have a very enjoyable day with my daughter. We went to, like I said, we went to a cider mill, and it was way back in the woods up on some dirt road, so that was interesting. And I don't think the people were really too super happy to see us, especially since we came on a motorcycle. So that was interesting as well. But what are you going to do? You know, everybody's got an opinion. All right, guys. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. Nobody else. Okay? And I will talk to you all tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a great day. Have a safe weekend. Be safe. All right? I'll talk to you later. Prep Nurse 1 out for now.